sends in today's. Thank you, Max, Father Simon, and the Compassionate Collective. The confession for which I would like to seek forgiveness takes us back to the mid to late 1980s and my hometown of Dorchester, where the only sensible social option open to us all was to frequent the numerous inns, taverns and bars of the town. Genuinely, Father Simon, there was nothing else to do in this beautiful old Roman town. As time moved on, our little circle of friends was soon to relocate to an alternative, more centrally located hostelry, which I'm going to call the Crossroads Hotel. It's not the Crossroads Motel, it's Crossroads Hotel.
Oh, right.
There were two bars at the Crossroads. The main bar was a lounge bar. Barber jackets, tweed caps, shooting sticks, G&T being swilled by the pint with a little finger sticking up in the air.
Yeah.
Matt's kind of place. Definitely not the place for our group of snake-bite and Bacardi-loving rock-and-roll rebels.
Wow.
Oh, no. However, this establishment had a dark side. A place where anything goes. A sticky vinyl-covered floor and nicotine-stained wallpaper. This was the public bar. This was our HQ, our base camp. In truth, we were a very easily pleased bunch. A couple of pints of Royal Oak Best Bitter, my favourite, a game of darts, and most importantly, good music blasting out from the good old-fashioned jukebox.
Oh, yeah.
And contentment was guaranteed. The jukebox wasn't a Wurlitzer or anything glamorous like that, but it was mechanical, had a proper vinyl singles thing, you know, the ones where you had to pop out the spigot in the middle to make the bore bigger work. That miracle of modern engineering is a beauty. There was one slight problem, however. If it ever came to pass that we'd all run out of funds and the chosen music stopped, the monstrous machine, which was about the size of a double chest freezer, would start to play a default selection of tunes all by itself. It is our belief that our host, the most affable character named Roy, had made some kind of deal with the engineer who serviced and maintained this machine to ensure that the first tune played in this situation was always dueling banjos.
Oh,
We hated dueling banjos. Torture, I tell you, for ears more accustomed to Quo, Queen, Foreigner, Rainbow, Sabbath, Deep Purple, AC/DC, and so on. Do we want the banjos? No, we don't. Now, whilst the jukebox itself, with all the mechanical analog gubbins, was located in the public bar, the knobs in the lounge bar were also furnished with a wall-mounted panel from which they too could pay and select the music of their choice. We weren't having that. We did not want to listen to Kylie and Jason, Renee and Renata, or the Goombay Dance Band, or any of that namby-pamby garbage the knobs may happen to select. Fools! Something had to be done to protect our environment. I'd worked out that underneath the aforementioned sticky vinyl floor covering, and hence underneath our jukebox, was a very springy wooden floor. Father Simon, it didn't take me long to find the sweet spot, the perfect spot in the public bar's floor to undertake the smallest of double-footed jumps to achieve the reaction we required. The strange thing was that the sweet spot was surprisingly distant from the jukebox itself. It was perfect. We had discovered that we were able to derail the stylus straight to the end of the single currently playing if we didn't like it from a distance of 25 feet, simply by making an easily disguised little jump, while standing nowhere near the machine. We could even use this little trick whilst the landlord or the engineer was standing looking at the machine, as the sweet spot was far enough away not to arouse suspicion, and someone all the way over there couldn't possibly have anything to do with it, could they? Well, thank goodness, order would be restored to our audio entertainment, and any rubbish that polluted our slightly metallic musical environment could be disposed with maximum efficiency by us. And it was every day for about 6 years, including Christmas and bank holidays. Father Simon, I feel the time has come to seek forgiveness from the knobs who wasted their 50p's wanting to listen to Bucks Fizz.
Bucks Fizz.
Or Fern Kinney, or the St Winifred School Choir. Actually, I'd have to say, I quite like Fern Kinney. I also quite like Bucks Fizz, but anyway.
Okay.
I also seek forgiveness from the jukebox service engineer, who was a regular attendee to this particular machine. Despite all the tilt testing he undertook to ensure his machine had a sufficient degree of shock absorption, he never did get to the bottom of the cause before it was replaced by those confangled compact discs. Again.
Oh, come on.
2 out of 2. I have to practice this for days. I also seek special forgiveness from George and Aretha as their duet, I Knew You Were Waiting for Me, came in for regular treatment from us so that the stylist actually destroyed the single to the extent that we no longer needed to jump to end it. 6 notes, zip, finish. Sorry, George. Sorry, Aretha. I also seek forgiveness from pub landlord Roy, probably long gone by now, for all the inconvenience he encountered calling out engineers, fending off complaints, invariably only from his lounge bar customers, but feel that he too should shoulder partial blame for this whole grubby affair due to the detrimental effect of the banjo, because that is what started it. And that is from Max, no longer in Dorchester, but now residing somewhere near Salisbury. Okay, so Max and a jukebox confession. Sister Susie from the pub, who probably has some serious interest in this one.
Yeah, no, not forgiving. I think it's terrible. It would have cost the landlord money to get that engineer out to fix it. And that's the whole point of having a jukebox, is that you get a mix of music for the people that are in there, which is the reason why we don't have a jukebox in my pub.
Think of other
play
people.
What I want to listen to.
Oh, I see.
Not a jukebox, so we play our music. If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. But there was a jukebox to have the mixture, therefore should have let it go. No. Not forgiven.
Yes, narrow-minded Max might be in for a bruise in here, but let's
seen
check
the
in
side
with...
of Susie tonight, haven't we? We've all seen that. Right, what are you doing in a rural pub having dueling banjos? We all know what that meant in Deliverance. Goodness me. Goombay Dance Band, I'm going to forgive just because Goombay Dance Band have been mentioned in this confession. Also, 2 key changes in 2 days. Imagine the anticipation for tomorrow's confession. All the pressure that's going to be on tomorrow. So, yeah, definitely forgiven.